Well, my childhood was not, I wasn't raised here. I was raised in the United States. I went there when I was 9 months. That was about May 11th, 1956. And we went to New Jersey, my parents and I. My brother wasn't born in then. He was born in 1960. I went to Newark, New Jersey. That's where I went to grammar school and high school. And I went to college there. And I went to New Jersey University. Then I did Montclair State University. Then in 1978, I came back to Brazil. I stayed for a while. Then I went back to the United States, back and forth. And I used to teach here in Brazil, in Sao Paulo. I used to teach here. I used to teach ESL, English as a Second Language. As I went in 1989, I went back to the United States. I felt that I wanted something more. I wanted to go into public school, because which in the United States, public school is much better, and the money and the capacity of you teaching is very worth it. So I went, we don't do any tests like you do here in Brazil. We simply have to have a license, and I went to be as an aide, actually, as an aide. And then there I went as ESL teacher. I taught there for 9 months, or a 10-month year, school year. Then they had a vacancy for special needs, which today is the teacher of the handicap, which today it's been around 16, 17 years, I guess, 18 years that I'm teaching teacher of the handicap at a high school, which has a capacity of 22 teachers in special needs. Before, when I started, we used to teach every subject, which comes from English, math, history, and science. Today it changed. We did a test at the state board test that you had to qualify for the subject area. So I chose U.S. History 1, 2, and World History. That's what I teach in special needs. I have autism, I have Down syndrome, I have ED, I have LDS, and I have LDDs. And we have for codes. Also, we have 8 to 9 students, and have more than 9 students. We have 8. My room is small. The capacity is of 10, 12 teenagers. What was interesting was that I was teaching ESL. I liked it, but I enjoy very much what I do now, which is I had to go back to college, of course. I did my master's in autism and Down syndrome, and it was very challenging because my teachers were professors, and they were also principals at schools that were like from transition. You know what a transition school is? From a high school, your transition is for your life. That means you're going to live on your own, you're going to work on your own, you're going to pay your own bills, because they're in the United States, the Social Security, which is like a working possibility that the handicap has. And they help you with an amount of money to pay your rent. But the other than that, you have to pay your own bills. Okay, you have challenging things like you have computers, you have internet access, you have phones, you have TVs, but you have to pay your own bills and live on your own, because you're not going to live in your parents' house and be in a handicap after you're 21 or 22. So that's what we're doing in our school. It has around 2,500 students, 358 are handicapped. It's a 4-floor, 3-building. We have 22 teachers, as I said. We have inclusion now. It's been for the 2 years inclusion, which is not working. I don't believe in that inclusion, especially in certain students that we have. And I enjoy it very much. Portuguese for me was a challenge because it's very hard to learn Portuguese. As I was growing, I've been, as I told you, 9 months old, and then I went to kindergarten, and first year my schools was in the United States. At home, my father used to make us speak in Portuguese. Then my brother came. My brother and I always spoke in English and wrote to each other in English. But with my mother and father in the house, we used to speak only in Portuguese. Out at school, my friends, I had to, it was in English. So I learned the 2 languages very well. To read and write, I learned it on my own. Reading magazines, putting words together, which is, at a time, it was easy because if you say casa, for me, it was like a sound like a Z. So I used to learn the alphabets, the C, the A sound, but the S didn't sound like an S. It sounded like a Z. I know English is hard, but Portuguese is harder. But today, my job, I have African Americans, I have Puerto Ricans, I have from Dominican Republic, and I have some Brazilians. And I do speak Spanish in my classrooms also, because I have some of them that came from Dominican Republic or South America, and they only speak in Spanish. But and that was easy for me because I learned how to speak Portuguese because of my father and my mother.